morning, everyone. This is Oliver, and currently, in China, it is 10 in the morning. But I don't know what is the time in your country. But anyway, wish you guys can have a really wonderful, Thursday. And today, the topic for this live is about the high efficiency cassava flour processing line. So, if you'd like to know more about cassava flour, how we pressed about the cassava flours and the cassava starch or potato or sweet potato starch, you can just stay here for a minute. And if you didn't follow about this channel, you can just give us a follow because today is Thursday, right? 2 days later or 3 days later, next Monday in China's time, we will go to Shanghai to attend to a cassava or starch meeting, which we can show more details about how we're doing in the starch market. So if you didn't follow this channel, do give us a follow because next Monday in China's time, we're about to go into Shanghai and showing you guys the very international meeting that is placed in Shanghai. So if you'd like to know more details about starch business or flour business, no matter for cassavas or potato or sweet potatoes, you can just say something in the comments. Welcome to the live. How are you doing? This is Oliver from Hanjin Company, and currently, our company and our office it is all located in Henan province in China. If you didn't follow this channel, give us a follow because next month in China's time, we will go and have a meeting. Welcome, Tommy. Were your location here in Cebu is supply cassava from Mindanao? I'm sorry, but we didn't have the equipment located in your city. I will ask our assistant to check about it, all right? But I believe it is CBU, it is CBU in Philippines, right? But I do believe we do have the equipment in Philippines, but not in your country. So I will let our assistant to check about it. Is there any equipment in Philippines or in your country? I believe last time you came to the live and you told me that you are from Cebu, or I do not know how to pronounce it. Is it from? Let me check. Where is it from? It is from Philippines, right? I will let our assistant check if there any our provide equipment. It is located in Philippines. Tommy, yes. I will. You can just stay here for a minute. I believe we do have the equipment located in Philippines, but I do not know which country which city it is. 我们有 Hold a second, let me ask our assistant check about it. Filipino. And today's topic is about the cassava flour processing line. What is the matter with the network? Okay, Tommy, if you are still here, our assistant is checking if there any equipment available in Philippines, and you can go and have a check. I believe so because I do remember, in this March or April, we just have a project in Philippines. I believe so. You can just stay here for a minute. Anyway, and if you didn't follow this channel, do give us a follow because next Monday in China's time, we will bring our live stream to a very international meeting, which is about the starch and flour meeting. It is a very international one. So next Monday we will do the live in Shanghai. And if you're interested, you can just come back here next Monday and to know more about the China starch and flour market. How's everything going there? And right now, let's check about the cassava flour processing line. And Tommy, you can just wait for a few minutes. Our assistant it is checking about it. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys can check about this video. It is basically everything, every equipment inside of the cassava flour processing line. And if you're interested in any of the equipment here, especially for the hammer mill or for the this feeding hopper, like paddle washing equipment. You can all just say something in the comment. Yeah, let me just post it here. Yeah, Tommy, I just do have cassava milling here in Cebu. I'm willing to supply cassava from Mandano. Yeah, I just check about it, Tommy. If you are still here, we do not like the cassava milling, right? I will ask our manager. But I just check the we do have the like single equipment in Philippines, but not with the whole processing line. Let me ask about our manager. Cassava. Yes, you can. We do have this whole processing line in Indonesia, and for like Philippines, we only have about the single equipment. And as to cassava milling equipment, let's just wait for a few minutes. Tommy, if you are still here, we do have the like the peeling machine. I'm not sure what you mean for the cassava milling equipment, but we do have the peeling machine to remove about the peels and like the two layers about it. So if you do interested about this peeling machine, uh, you can if you do interested about the peeling machine, you can leave something in the comment to let me know that you do interested our assistant. You can add about our WhatsApp number to know more informations. And if you do interested to say something, I will tell you about our WhatsApp number. All right, we do have the peeling machine in Philippines provides project. So yeah. All right, let's keep checking about this cassava flour processing line. And for the first equipment, it is about a feeding hopper here. Due to the irregularity of the cassava tubers, the bottom of the feeding hopper is equipped with a vibration discharge device to prevent the material clogging and crushing the material onto the belt conveyor during the feeding process. And at the same time, it can also achieve the purpose of uniform feeding. So it is really important equipment to make sure this whole processing line working really fluent and lower the pressure for the later equipments. So you guys can check at the bottom. It is about the vibration equipment. Keep vibrating. Put all the like the raw materials in a regular speed on this build conveyor. And then it is our build conveyor. It is a very useful connection equipment here to transport all the cassava tubers. And first, we have to remove all the impurities inside of the material, inside of the raw materials. And at the bottom, you guys can check. At the bottom, it is the outlets for the impurities. And for this dry side, it is keep rotating in a regularly speed to remove about the impurities on the surface of cassava tubers or sweet potato or potato on the surface of it. And there are multiple inner spirals design. It is adopted to push the material moving forward. And for it has a really reasonable rotating speed, which can guarantee the machine running smoothly and make the material free of damage. Okay, thanks, sir. I supply cassava from. If you do have cassava milling here in Cebu. Yeah, how about you can add about our WhatsApp number to know more details, and if you do like the equipment here, we can ship it to your place. let me tell you about our WhatsApp number here, so you can have a screenshot and add our WhatsApp number to know more detailed information. Our assistant and our engineers team know much more than me. Can you see it? Can you see it? You can have a screenshot about it. All right. Plus 0086-135-266-15783. So that is our WhatsApp number. If you like to know more details, just add this WhatsApp number in case you need our service sometime. And let's continue to talk about this dry sieve. And it has a really simple structure. Only this equipment and there are multiple inner spiral design. It is adopted to push the materials moving forward. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is our WhatsApp number here. And to suggest normally, okay, thanks, Posanam. Yeah, that's not. Yeah. Anyway, so for this dry side, normally we will suggest our client to set this equipment at the outside for the workshop to make sure this whole workshop it is totally clean. So this is our dry sieve. It is widely used in impurities removal for starch or flour production. It's really effective in removing dirt, sand, small stones, weeds, and other impurities on the surface of potatoes, sweet potato, or cassavas. And this is our first cleaning equipment, and let's keep checking about more. And the next one, it is our paddle washing equipment here. And you guys may notice it is a double slot, but according to the dirt adhesion degrees, or according to the the cleaning difficulty, it can be made into a double slot or multi-slot cleaning machine in order to prolong the cleaning process. It is really easy to handle this equipment and has a really large capacity, saving a lot of energy, and have a really low water consumption. Why I said it is a low water consumption? It is because like inside of this equipment we are using about reusable water, so saving a lot of water, and it has a really stable operation, and low material damage improves the extraction rate of flour processing. So let me show you more details for this video. For this one, at the bottom for the equipment, let's check. Yeah, check about it. You guys may notice at the bottom for this equipment there is a bottom net. It is inside of the paddle washing equipment. Because of different gravity, the fine sand and the cassavas will be separated to ensure the cleaning effect. And there was like a butterfly valve is installed below, and the sand can be opened regularly. In addition, the inner equidistant interval has a stone sink design. Like the stone or iron or some other heavy object can be deposited into this place. The production line can be manually cleaned after the shutdown. And if you'd like to start, if you do have your own like potato or sweet potato business, potato or sweet potato starch business, like this equipment, it is not suitable for you because the irregularity for the raw materials and like the shape and the size, it is totally different between cassava tubers and potato and sweet potato tubers. So for this paddle washing equipment, it is only used to wash clean the cassava tubers because it is more suitable for the long and thin raw materials. And according to the dirt adhesion degrees of the materials and like the cleaning difficulty, it can made into a double slot or multi-slot design to prolong the cleaning process to make sure before we press the flour it is totally clean, or the raw material it is totally clean. All right, so this is our paddle washing equipment here. And this is the inside. You guys can check. It is not only about the washing equipment, but also it is can push the material moving forward. So a really high efficiency. And that is the bottom net. And under this bottom net there is a stone sink design. After this whole processing line shutdown, you can normally open the valve and clean about the fine sand, about the stones or some other iron heavy items. And by the way, for these equipment, we adopt counter current washing principle, which normally we will turn the valve on, turn open the valve, which is located at the bottom for this equipment. Like we will open it to one third, so all the waters will flow into this way. All the water will flow into this way because the this part the valve it is open, so all the water will flow to this part, and our raw materials will totally against its way to like into the counter current washing principle, which is really high efficiency to remove about the dirt and other impurities. So this is our paddle washing equipment. And then at the outlet part, you guys can check. For this pipe, it is clean water pipe. Clean water pipe to clean about the cassava tubers for one last time for the before it is get pressed, to make sure the final washing effect. And then another build conveyor. And the next equipment, it is about our peeling machine. Tommy, if you still here, this one it is our peeling machine. This one it is our peeling machine. So for this peeling machine, in order to produce cassava crude powder on a large scale, we use this continuous working peeling machine, which uses several stainless steel wire brush rollers to rotate and grind cassava inner and outer layers, and adjust the automatic discharging speed continuously. The effect is relatively good, and the price it is pretty low. You can it can totally meet all your needs for large scale production and saving a lot of labor cost. So for this one, it is really high efficiency. And for this peeling machine, it is mainly consists of like the shell. You guys can check shell, and inside of the equipment there is stainless steel wire brush rollers. It is the main equipment to keep rotate, and it has the screw propeller, has the transmission mechanism, which is the force for this equipment. And if you'd like to know more information for this peeling machine, the working principle is that the stainless steel wire brush rollers, it is arranged in arc shape at the bottom. And when the cassava pieces enter from one end, the material layer will roll over to both sides and be wiped off by the rotating friction force of the brush rollers, and the material layer will be pushed by the screw propeller and discharged to the outlet. With the crushed skin slag fall from the gap of the brush roller, the screw propeller is controlled by an electromagnetic speed regulating motor with stabilized speed change, and the material discharge speed can be adjusted according to the peeling effect. And Tommy, if you're still here, currently we are showing you about the peeling machine here, and the price it is really amazing. The effect is really good, and the price it is low. It can meet all your needs for large scale production and saving a lot of labor cost. In order to produce cassava crude powder on a large scale, we use this continuous like peeling machine, which use several stainless steel wide brush rollers to rotate and grind cassava inner and outer layers and adjust the automatic discharging speed continuously. And for this equipment, there are a lot of things made of the peeling machine. It is mainly consists of like the shell that is outside, and a very main thing it is about the stainless steel wide brush roller. It is the main rotate item, and there is a screw, propeller, and transmission mechanism. That is all about the this equipment, about this peeling machine. Really high efficient. If you'd like to know more details for this one, easily type something to let me know about your detailed information. And currently, if you'd like to see more pictures and videos for this video, just type something in the comment to let me know that if you're interested. Our assistant can definitely show more pictures, 3D videos, and provides feedback from our other customers. And if we do have the project in your country, you can easily to have a visit. And then it is our belt conveyor, and for this belt conveyor, it is connected to this cutting machine here. Let's check more details for this cutting machine here. Hi Rizky, how are you? Welcome to the live. How are you doing? This is Oliver from Honanjun Company. Currently, we are showing you about the cassava flour protecting equipment here. And if you'd like to know more details, you can just came into this live and easily type something. I can give you the best answer. And if you need anything from our company, welcome Texas. Welcome Texas Automatic. Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Honanjun Company. And currently we are showing you about the cassava flour protecting line. And this equipment you're about to see, it is about a cutting equipment here. This is our cutting equipment, this one. Ladies and gentlemen, have a gently check. This is our cutting equipment. Welcome back to the live, all right? And for this equipment, there are two types of knife, and it is very, very durable equipment because for the material, it is 4CR13, which in the kitchen, we normally use the material for the knife or some other items, so it is very durable. You can use the equipment to cut all the cassava tubers into small pieces, like from 3 to 5 cm, without any question. There are two types of like knives. One it is keep rotating knife, which is on the top, and at the bottom for the equipment there is a stable knife. It is placed at the bottom for the equipment, so it can totally cut all the material into small pieces. This machine, it is mainly on the blade, and the blade material it is for CR13. It is a kind of food grade stainless steel. We usually use kitchen UTCs and knives of normally such of this material. In addition, the use of diamond knife design, it have a really longer service life, and it is really, really durable. So this is our cutting equipment. If you do want to know more details for this cutting equipment, just easily type something in the comment. Our assistant can show you more videos about it. And the next thing you guys can check here, it is our magnetic separator here. It is about this item. For this magnetic separator, it is widely used to remove about the iron items or magnetic items, which this equipment, it is like the price, it is relatively low. It is not expensive at all. But without this device, once mixed with iron nails or some other magnetic items, it will totally damage for the whole raspberry, which is the main equipment in this whole protecting line. That is not worth it. So in order to protect about our equipment, we do set up this magnetic separator here, and with this equipment here, our raspberry can have a longer service life. It is really, really high efficient. And the next thing, it is about our raspberry here. You guys can check about the details here. The raspberry, it is placed here. And then it is our rasper. Like the chopped cassava is then fed into a fell mill or through crushing. This grinding machine it is installed with a demagnetizing device, filter metal impurities mainly to protect the foul grinding machine saw blade, and the magnetic separator itself does not cost much. But if we do not place one here, once mixed with such as the iron nail, it may break the whole blade of the file grinder or this rasper. And the cost for the rasper it is relatively high. This is also what we do for the details of this whole project. And inside of the rasper there is a rotary drum. The larger the output, the larger of the diameter for this rotary drum, and so that there will be more blades, and the speed for this rotary drum is like more than 2000 rpm, and the blade is cast out to fill the cassava block. The gap between the tooth blade and the fill block it is 2 millimeters, and the bottom edge of the rasper it is 1.8 millimeters wide. So it is not easy to cause the materials clog. You can maximize the grinding cassavas. If you do need about the cassava rasper here, easily type something to let me know that you do need it. Our assistant you can leave your WhatsApp number here or some other informations here to let me know that you have already know it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the rasper here, really high quality one. And then we are using the pump to do the transportation, put all the cassava milks into this descender, because the gravity for the cassava milk and for the fine sand it is totally different. The fine sand it is about 1.6, but the fine sand it is gravity is around 2, but the cassava milk it is around 1.6. So we can remove about the fine sand in a really high efficient way. Hi Rizzy, welcome. Please come into this live. Currently we are showing you this play filter here. It is a really good equipment, and if you do need anything for the cassava flour processing line or for the starch processing line, no matter for potato, sweet potato, or starch processing line, you can just come into the live and easily leave something. Rizzy, Punama, welcome. This is Oliver from Henan Doing Company. I'm from India. This is Oliver from Henan Doing Company, and our company it is located in Henan province in China. So that's our factory. We do have 2 factories in total. The amount is about 40,000 meters, a really large capacity, and we do have more than 200 workers. It is producing all the equipments here. No matter in the cassava flour processing line or starch processing line, if you do need anything, you can just type it in the comment to let me know you do interested, and we will definitely show more details. And right now, for this equipment, it is our plate filter to put the milk directly get into the cake shape. You can easily separate about the mash, and you will get the cassava cake here. This is our plate filter. And then the next thing it is about our hammer mill. Used to grinding cassava tubers into mash, even grinding, it has a really fast production speed. Let's check more details. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, check about this is our hammer mill, and it is newly designed with the compact structure, easy disassembly, and have a low maintenance cost. But for this equipment, it has a really high running speed, low energy consumption, and a really steady operation. And for the material, it is made of stainless steel 3044 grade. So no worry about like with long use it will get rust or totally damage about the food quality or something. And then we about to dry the whole wet materials. Check about this one. This is our flash dryer. The wet powdery materials will directly added into the feeding unit, and the feeding it will fed according to the amount by the speed regulating winch of the unit and enter into the hoist of the unit. The hoist it is rotate at a really high speed, dispersing the material and throwing them into the drying pipe. Let me show you about the drying pipe. Because for this drying pipe we do have our really special design. Later I will show you. And the hoist rotates in a throwing pipe. The whole air and the wet materials will be totally mixed for drying pipe and heat exchange and evaporated water, and it is moving really rapidly inside of the pipe. And after the pause in the middle, it will decelerate briefly and exchange the heat, fully exchange the heat. And the airflow drying system takes the fine and the drying force to heat exchange and the wet materials and the hot air in the closed pipe to evaporate the water, reduce the water content of the material, and it can meet the standard for the requirements and draw the moisture through the gas solid separation of the cyclone separator to obtain the dry materials. Let's see about the very special pipe here. Throwing all the wet material into this pipe and to exchange the heat, to fully exchange the heat. And check about the pipe here. You guys may notice for the pipe, the bottom is smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger, and smaller. Why we design like this? It is to prolong the drying time inside of the pipe. You guys can see. So it has a really amazing design here. Smaller size one, bigger size one, smaller size one, bigger size one. You can imagine if all the pipe it is like the same, it is the same size pipe. When we connected about it, so when the wet material get into this equipment, it will rapidly get out of the pipe really in a really high speed. But when we using about those kind of design, it can prolong the drying time inside of the pipe and to make sure the final drying quality. And by the way, for this equipment inside of the pipe, it is under pressure. You guys can imagine all the pipe it is connected to each other. One part to another part, it is connected to each other. So when we do the driving, if it is not in the situation of under pressure, all the wet materials when it is getting dry, it will easily to get out of the pipe, so it will lose a lot of like the flour or something of the of materials and avoid the waste for the final effect. So this is our airflow drying system. And according to the different size and the process need, the layout of the air drying system it is totally different, which can be twisted into multiple directions. But the overall height it is certain, generally more than 20 meters high or 15 meters high, which will be higher than the roof. And also for in this video, it is also higher than the roof. You guys can see. And there are like two parts of drying part to make sure all the material, all the wet material is totally get dried inside of the airflow drying system. Rizi, are you still here? Rizi Punama, welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Honolulu Company. And if you have the viewer from YouTube and if you'd like to know more information for all the equipment here, have something, alright? So at the bottom here, it is our Hi Joes, Carlos, welcome to the live. Currently we are showing you about the cassava flour processing line. And if you're too interested about this thing, just stay here for a minute. Alright, let's check about the dry side. For this dry side, we are using 10 of the 10 level square screen. The square screen process it is longer to cooling down the temperature of the cassava flour, And at the same time, each level using about different mesh number. It is normally around 60 to 80 different mesh to prolong to make sure all the final quality for the flower. And it is not easy to plug. So this is our drying, the dry side here, to make sure the final flower quality it is relatively high. And if you do have any questions, hi Ali, welcome to the live. You are looking for, hey Rizky, I see you here. Sir, I have noticed you been here for a really a lot of time. If you do need anything, just directly let me know what you need, alright? And for the last equipment, it is our packing equipment here. It is our packing equipment here. And for the low quality of the cassava flour, we will process about it to avoid the waste for all the materials. And for this whole system, for this whole processing line, it is a very continuous one. No matter if you do need a continuous equipment or the continuous processing line, no matter for the single equipment or for the whole processing line, you can easily leave something in the common area. Our system will reach to you pretty soon. And this is the controlling room here. This is the controlling room here. All the workers can control the equipment. Like if there's anything wrong, the workers will know it immediately. And if this is the flour processing line, if you'd like to know more details for the starch processing line, you can type something. How about before ending today's live, let's check another cassava starch processing line. Or sweet potato. Yeah, let's use cassava starch as the example. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys can check. Currently, we are seeing about cassava starch processing line because I noticed recently there are so many our viewers it is curious about the cassava starch processing line here. No matter for the single equipment or for this whole processing line, if you do have any questions, directly put your question in the comment because currently I am waiting for your question. And wish you guys can have a really wonderful Thursday. This is Oliver from Henan Doing Company. Our company is located in Henan Province, China. So that's our factory. And our factory is really large. And we do have the whole processing line inside of the factory. If you do want to have a visit, if you do need to have a visit for our equipment or for our company, easily type something in the comment and you can have a visit. And by the way, we do have our overseas office which is located in Nigeria. And if you are the people, if you are living in the subtropical area countries or tropical area countries, this one will be so perfect for you. Easily added. And if you do have any questions, directly put your question in the comment, alright, ladies and gentlemen. And our live will be ending really soon, so if you do have any questions, you can just came into the live. We are doing the live right here, right now. And today it is in China, it is Thursday, 10:30, almost 10:40 here. And for the starch business, we normally have 3 steps: washing steps, cleaning steps, processing steps, and drying steps. So currently you guys can see in this video we are like process all the cassava tubers get into the cassava flour, and this is the rasper which I have already show you guys the very details about it. If you'd like to know more details for no matter for the cutting machine or for this like a rasper here, you can just leave something so that Oliver can show you more details about it. No matter for the single equipment or for the whole processing line, you name it, I can show you more details here, right? Or if you do need our like previous projects at the hold a second at the sample reference, yeah, you can also type something to let me know, all right? And this is our centrifuge. Really high efficient equipment that we are using in this processing line. Really amazing to remove about the fibers inside of the cassava starch. Hosanna. And if you do have any questions for all the equipment here, please let me know what you want to know so that I can show more details. Hi, welcome to the live. How are you? And currently we are showing you about the cassava starch processing line. If you do interested about the starch business, cassava or potato or sweet potato starch business, easily type something here to let me know that you're do interested. And of course, for the flour business, you can just leave something here. Our assistant can definitely put some, no, put some, no. Hi Risky, how are you? Welcome to the live. How are you doing? If you're still here and if you do interested about like the starch business, type something, all right? And for this one, it is our hydrocyclone here. And if you want to meet the very high standard for the national requirements, you can use like 18 of this hydrocyclone. It can remove about the cells and other tiny impurities in really high efficient, and all the equipments inside of this processing line. If it is get in touch with the food. Hi Natalie Taylor, welcome to the live. And next thing, it is about our vacuum dryer to remove about the water content inside of the cassava starch. Induction cooker. Hi Demi Zhang, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. What do you mean 111? How are you? You know, there is a reference, it is under your name, it is said your reference, it is live streaming, which it is really bizarre. It is really odd. Yeah, anyway, welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Henan Doing Company. If you do have any questions about our equipment or the whole processing line, type something. The topic for today's live is about cassava flour processing line. Amazing live stream. Thank you so much, Demi, for your like. Welcome, Queenie, metal detector, Queenie Tang. Yeah, thank you so much for your like, Demi. Demi Zhang. Yeah, I will stop calling you Demi Zhang because that is so. Where is your company? Our company is located in Henan Province, China, so that's our factory. But we do have our overseas office, which is located in Nigeria. So if you live in the tropical area countries or subtropical area countries, which is near to Nigeria, you will save a lot of shipping cost. And by the way, if you do need anything for the starch business or cassava flour business or garlic business, please easily leave your question in the comments. our system will reach to really soon. All you need to do is to leave your like WhatsApp number or your email address so that we can reach to you really easy. And by the way, where was I? Yeah, for this whole processing line, if you do need anything, just put your question in the comments. And right now I have 13 viewers, and the first one, can you tell me which machine you introduce now? Uh, Currently I am showing you the whole processing line for the cassava starch. And if you are interested about the starch business, you can type something, or our salesman will misunderstood and think you are one of the customer. So stop type this very professional question here. Welcome, Risky. Yeah, Risky. You are watching the live on the product detail page. Let me check what is the equipment. Good quality stainless steel cassava. Oh, you are interested about the peeling machine or the rasper here, right? Let me show you about the rasper. Because for the rasper, it is the main equipment inside of the processing line. And this is our rasper Risky. If you are watching, if you can hear me, this is our rasper that you are into the page. And for this rasper, it is really high efficient. It can destroy all the cassava tubers and really high efficiency. It is more than 96%. And for the other equipment in the market, it can at most reach to 80%. So that is, let me give you a very amazing example that we meet before. In 2017, there is a customer that is from Nigeria. Yeah, I believe it is Nigeria, and he has a limited budget, so he finally chose about the hammer mill instead of this rasper. So with 5 ton or 6 ton of the cassava tubers, he can obtain 1 ton of the cassava starch. But with our equipment, you can obtain 1 ton of the cassava starch with 4 ton of the raw materials. So you can do the comparison, 5 to 6 ton of the raw materials compared to 4 ton of the raw materials. So you can have a comparison, even though the price it is a little bit higher. But if your capacity, if you do want to have a really big workshop, or if you do have a lot of raw material to deal, this equipment is so perfect for you. And for this equipment, oh, how are you, Risky Punama? And currently you are checking about the washing equipment. Do you like to know more details for that? I can show you about it, Risky Punama. And for this equipment, there is a rotary drum. It is inside of the equipment. The more output, the more the diameter for this rotary drum, and there will be more blades. It is placed inside of the rotary drum. So if you do interested about the paddle washing equipment, let me directly show you about it. Check about it. This is our paddle washing equipment that you are currently checking right now. For this, welcome Andrew, welcome to the live. And for this paddle washing equipment, it can remove about the impurities really efficiently because it is adopted the water counter current washing principle. And according to the dirt adhesion degrees and according to the like the washing difficulties, it can make it into a single slot or double slot. This is the double slot one, or a triple slot, or like even more to prolong the cleaning process. So and there is a bottom nut and stone sink design. It is adopted inside of the equipment. After this whole processing line shut down, you can open it regularly to remove the impurities. So and according by the water consumption, it is used the reusable water. So really saving a lot of water. And the outside part, you guys can see this part. we are using about the clean water pipe to clean all the raw materials at the last time to make sure the cleaning effect. So if you, what kind of raw materials do you have, Risky Punama? Risky Punama, what kind of raw materials do you have? Please let me know, alright? So that I can I can give you more samples about our provide project. And if you'd like to know, see all the materials or the equipment through your own eyes, you can come here, have a visit. Hi Andrew. Andrew, welcome to the live. And Tommy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Meatball cutter machine. 肉丸切割机 Yeah. I am literally know how to translate about your reference here. Tommy, Macaria, welcome to the live. How are you guys doing? I haven't heard from you for a really, really long time. And if you do need anything, please let me know. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have any questions, Brandon, please put your question in the comment because our live will be end really soon. And if you didn't follow this our shop or for this channel, do give us a follow because next Monday we will totally bring our live stream directly to Shanghai International City to an international meeting, which we will meet a lot of other companies, and you can definitely check more about our equipments next Monday in China's time, which it is like 3 or 4 days later. You can come here and have a check. It is really, really amazing. There will be so many of other people here. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, this is our paddle washing equipment, and let's gently check more about it. Currently, I am waiting for. Hi, Risky. Yeah, let me check what kind of equipment you are checking right now. SSS washing machine. Oh, it is still about the washing machine here. Risky. Please come here, Risky. We can definitely show you more. Punama, Risky. This is our centrifuge to remove about the fibers and other impurities inside of the starch. If you do have any questions right now, please let me know what is your question, alright? All right, all right. And like if you didn't follow this channel, let me say it again. We will going to a very international meeting in Shanghai 4 days later, which will be Monday in China's time. Yeah, 4 days later. 4 days later, you can come here, and at the same time, you can come here and check about it. Really, really, really amazing. There will be so many our like other companies. They all have the same kind of equipment. We will have the comparison. We will sharing our experiences, and if you do love it, please come here. Generally check about our equipment in Shanghai, and if you do want to participate in this meeting, come here, and our equipment will be there also. Some of our equipment will be there also. Hi Carton, welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Honan Drink Company, and currently we are showing you about the starch, cassava starch processing line. No matter for cassava starch or sweet potato starch or cassava flour processing line, if you do interested, easily leave something in the comments to let me know that you do want to know more details. And for this one, it is our hydrocyclone here, which if you want to have the really relatively high quality for to meet the national standards, this one is so perfect for you. Pure Himalayan. If there's no further questions, our live will end pretty soon. So please let me know if you do have any single questions. Okay. Hey, Bernard, I joined late. Can you give me the contact information? I will follow up. I intended to set a cassava processing plant in Ghana. Of course, sir. Of course. Right now, if you do have a pen here, let me give you about our WhatsApp number. You can easily contact with us. All right, Bernard. Bernard. Yeah, we do have our project in Ghana. I believe so. 1 minute. Yes. I will get a pen. All right, I'm waiting for you. If you are ready, please let me know, Bernard. If you are ready, please let me know. I'm ready. Okay. Our WhatsApp number, it is like plus 0086 135 266 15783. You can if you can have a screenshot. If you can have a screenshot here. That is our WhatsApp number. And after you add about our WhatsApp number, you can like tell about the assistant that you are from the live stream. I believe they will give you some kind of discount. All right, one last time. 0086. Yes. Hold it up. Yeah, our assistant has already put our WhatsApp number here. You guys can see. 886 0086 135 266 15783. Exactly. And by the way, 4 days later, we about to have a really international meeting in Shanghai, and we will have some our equipment also. I will contact you. Okay, Bernard, we are waiting for you. our company and our company and our factory, it is all located in Henan province and China. And next Monday, which will be 4 days later at the same time for around 11 o'clock in China's time, this time 4 days later, we will have a really international meeting which is placed in Shanghai. There will be so many other starch companies or flour companies, and we will sharing about our experiences to each other. And if you do interested about it, and if you can come to Shanghai and have this meeting. And some of the equipments will also be there. So if there's no further questions, I think that will be all for today's live. And before ending this live, please contact to us. Please follow us, and if you do have any questions, add this WhatsApp number and show us about your demand. And that will be all for today's live. Wish you guys can have a really, really wonderful Thursday. Goodbye, everyone.